Hi everyone, it's story time, your favorite. So I have my coffee here. I'm gonna sit down and get my candle going and thought we would dive right in. Today I thought I would tell a story about how I had to trust my gut. So I'm gonna tell you a story today about the beginning of Intern Queen. When I graduated college, as a lot of you know, I moved to Los Angeles. So I got this great job at a talent agency. And when it started, I didn't know what hit me. Just so we're clear, a talent agent's job is to put actors in movies. So a lot of time is spent reading movie scripts because you're trying to figure out which of your clients could be the best in that movie. While I thought the entertainment industry was really cool, when it came down to it, I didn't know every movie ever made. I didn't want to spend all my time reading movie scripts. And being around all these people that were so passionate about it was this weird kind of place for me. I really was jealous about how much they loved what they were doing, and I wanted that too. I felt like every day I would go in, I would kind of dress the part, I would play the role, but just something was missing, and it got pretty bad. I remember I would cry on my way to work, and I always thought I was gonna be fired because I was such a bad assistant. I wanted to be successful, of course, but I didn't want to do it that way. Senior year of college, I did have this random idea to start this internship website, internqueen.com. So whenever I wasn't at the agency, I'd be working on Intern Queen, whether that meant writing blogs or telling people about it. And I really felt like anytime I put even an hour's worth of time into it, I saw a big return. I was getting a lot of emails from this internqueen.com website, and I was only spending about an hour a day on it. As silly as this sounds, no one ever told me that I could start my own business right away. No one ever told me that. And it didn't seem very practical or logical because I didn't have any money. So I really didn't see Intern Queen as an option. But again, my gut was telling me that I was not in the right place. I didn't feel valued. And you know, I wasn't keeping this Intern Queen idea a secret per se. I had been at this job at this point for about 2 years, so I was comfortable with the people around me. I even had Intern Queen t-shirts at the time that I would wear to work on casual Fridays. But I started telling all of the people around me who didn't already know about Intern Queen and just talking about it. And one day an agent that I'd never met before called me into his office and he said, "Are you the girl who calls herself the Intern Queen?" "Why, yes, I am." He said, "I have a client who's a big movie producer, Marshall Herskovitz, who you guys can look him up. He did Traffic, Blood Diamond, My So-Called Life, and he wants to meet with you." At the time, Marshall had web projects that were reaching a college audience, and he needed someone to kind of stall his audience while he developed new projects. So he brought me on board to start Intern Queen under him. So here I am at this talent agency where I'm hating life, just not feeling value, knowing that I'm not very good at my job. And because I told people what I wanted to do, it finally, you know, word traveled through the grapevine to an agent who I'd never even met before. He told his client, and that client hired me away from the job to start Intern Queen under his umbrella. Now, that umbrella did not really end up working out for very long. It was maybe a couple months, and then, you know, he was on to different projects and I was on my own again. But at that point, I said, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna think about it anymore. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. I'm gonna trust my gut and I'm gonna do this. I had $5,000 in the bank, which is not a lot of money when you're living in Los Angeles. But I said, "Mom, Dad, I'm gonna be the Intern Queen." And they were losing their minds. They're like, "Are you gonna work at McDonald's? Are you gonna work at the Coffee Bean since you like it so much? What are you gonna do?" I said, "No, I'm gonna be the Intern Queen. I'm gonna do this." And I really, from that moment on, always looked ahead. I never looked back. People always say, "Well, weren't you scared of failure?" I don't know. I don't know if it was that I just didn't have much to lose or what, but I always looked ahead and failure wasn't an option. And again, when I think about it, you know, why I had to make that change, I really didn't have a choice. I had a gut feeling that wouldn't go away. I tried to ignore it for months and months and months, but it was still there. So I trusted my gut. I went forward with Intern Queen, and that was 9 years ago. Cue the applause, everybody! But it is true what they say, you have to trust your gut, but I'll tell you, it doesn't stop at your gut, right? It also requires so much hard work and so much follow through. Trust your gut. It's there for a reason, and you'll probably do what I did, and you'll probably try to ignore that gut feeling for a very long time. I probably ignored mine for 2 years, but at some point, you just gotta go for it. If nothing else, just so that you can say that you tried to do it. So hopefully this story, inspires you in one way or another to trust your own gut and pursue what you want to do. So good luck, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed today's story time.